Hello friends, welcome back to my channel FinStop. Now I am here with Basics of Stock Market series part 6 video. Friends, till now in the Basics of Stock Market series we have learned about Sensex, Nifty, how to invest in stock market and what are the different investment platforms in the stock market like derivatives, mutual funds, shares, bonds. But in this video, part 6, we are going to learn about the different financial intermediary companies which runs at the back end of the stock market. These companies are responsible for safeguarding the shares in your demat account. Friends, I request you to watch my videos of the basics of stock market series from part 1 to part 5 and then only watch the part 6 video so that you can get good continuation and proper knowledge. Friends, I am giving the video links of the basics of stock market playlist in the description box and also in the I-bar section. If you haven't watched them, please go and watch them. Friends, before going into this video, please hit the like button and also subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell icon for important notifications. Now let's get into the topic. Financial intermediaries in the stock market. Intermediaries are the companies which runs in the background of the stock market. These companies are depository participants, depositories, both National Securities Depository Limited NSDL and Central Depository Services India Limited CDSL, and then banks, and then NSE Clearing Limited and Indian Clearing Corporation Limited ICCL. Now let's see about these companies one by one, and in the end I am going to explain you clearly how these companies actually work through a block diagram. Firstly, let's see about depository participants. Depository participants are nothing but a organization which are registered with SEBI. SEBI means Securities and Exchange Board of India, which is a regulatory company. This depository participant acts as an agent between the depositories, NSDL and CDSL, and investors. As these companies work for depositories as an agent, these companies are known as depository participants. These depository participants are nothing but the stock brokers like Zerodha, Upstocks, and sometimes banks, and these stockbrokers will offer depository participant services to all investors. These depository participants will help the investors to buy the shares and hold them for long term. Also, they help them to trade the shares in the stock market. All these depositories are registered with the national stock exchanges and Bombay stock exchanges. So through them we can invest in the stock market and we can also do trading like buying or selling the shares in demat form. This is what depository participants, friends. Now let's see depositories one by one. First one is National Securities Depository Limited NSDL. It is the first and the largest depository in India. It is established in August 1996. This NSDL depository company works for National Stock Exchange. There are 278 depository participants registered with NSDL. These depositories will act as a locker in which whatever shares you buy in the exchanges will be stored in this locker in the demat form, that means in the electronic form. Whenever you want, you can buy and store them in these depositories, or you can sell them from the depositories into the market. This is how NSDL works. Now let's discuss about CDSL, Central Depository Services India Limited. CDSL is the second depository in India. It is established in 1999 and this CDSL only works for Bombay Stock Exchange. There are 599 registered participants in this CDSL. CDSL is the number one depository company which achieved the mark of 3 crore demat accounts. In this CDSL, this is also acts as a locker in the similar way to the NSDL, in which you can buy the shares and hold them in this CDSL in demat form. Now let's see the next intermediaries, banks. Banks are responsible for the any transaction. If you want to buy the shares of a particular company, you need to link your bank account to the Demat account, and this Demat account should be registered with a particular depository participant so that you can transact the money from the banks to the Demat account and you can buy the shares in the stock market. This is how banks play a crucial role in every transaction done in the stock market. Now let's see about clearing and settlement companies in the stock market. First one is NSE Clearing Limited. NSE Clearing Limited is formerly known as National Securities Clearing Corporation Limited, NSCCL. It was the first clearing corporation in India. It is incorporated in 1995. It is the fully owned subsidiary company of National Stock Exchange NSE. This NSE Clearing Limited is the responsible for clearing and settlement of any trade which occurs in the National Stock Exchange. Generally, if you buy a share today, then it takes T plus 2 days to get into your Demat account. This clearing company, NSE Clearing Limited, is responsible for the clearing and also settlement of the shares in your Demat account. This is how NSE Clearing Limited works. Now let's discuss about the next clearing corporation limited, that is Indian Clearing Corporation Limited, ICCL. ICCL is incorporated in 2007. It is the fully owned subsidiary of Bombay Stock Exchange. This ICCL is globally recognized clearing corporation and it works in the similar manner of NSE Clearing Limited, and it is also responsible for clearing and settlement of any trade that occurs in the Bombay Stock Exchange. If you take a particular trade in the Bombay Stock Exchange, it takes 2 working days to get into your Demat account. This ICCL takes the responsibility and it settles all the Demat accounts perfectly. Friends, this is all about clearing corporations. Now let us understand clearly through a block diagram how an investor buys shares in the stock market and hold them in the depositories. First of all, an investor has to open a Demat account through any stockbroker, that is DP, and he has to link his bank account to the depository participant. Then he can buy any particular share in the stock market. Suppose if the investor buys shares in the National Stock Exchange, then through the depository participant he can buy them and store them in the National Securities Depository Limited, NSDL. Suppose the investor buys the shares through the depository participant in the Bombay Stock Exchange, he will store his shares in the CDSL in the Demat form. This is how an investor use the depository participant, that is your stockbroker, and buy the shares in the stock market and hold them in the depositories like NSDL and CDSL. Guys, now I hope you got a clear understanding how an investor through DP stores the shares in depositories. Now let us understand how the shares get exchanged between buyer and seller through the clearing corporations by a block diagram. First, the buyer needs a depository participant and his Demat account should be connected to a bank. Similarly, the seller also needs a Demat account in depository participant and the same has to be linked with a bank account. Suppose the buyer places a buy order in the National Stock Exchange through the NSE Clearing Limited, the seller will sell his shares to buyer. Suppose the buyer places a buy order in Bombay Stock Exchange, then ICCL will help the buyer to get the shares from the seller. Generally, if you place a buy order today, after 2 working days, the shares will be credited in your Demat account. Within these 2 working days, these clearing corporations will find the suitable seller to your buy order and then transfers the shares from the seller's Demat account to buyer's Demat account. In addition to this, clearing corporations transfer the money required for the trade from the seller's bank account to buyer's bank account. Also, it takes responsibility to settle the trade between the buyer and seller within the 2 working days. Friends, now I hope that you got a clear understanding on how these clearing corporations work in the stock market. In the next part, we are going to discuss about how to open a Demat account, why the Demat account is required, and what are the steps involved in the Demat account. If you like my explanation, please like, share, comment, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you, friend.